Hi, how is everyone doing? I have not done a collective reading in so long. It must be at least 2 weeks. Guys, the summer holidays so far have just been nuts. I've literally just waved my little one off on her 2 week holiday. So I thought, you know what? It is time. Let's let's see what the energy is surrounding the collective today. Like I said, it's been a while, so I'm intrigued to know what we've got. Before I really get into this, guys, if you would like to watch this reading in full, you can do so over on my YouTube channel. All you have to do is head to my TikTok profile, and under my picture you will see a YouTube tab. Click that and it will take you directly to my channel. If you're feeling extra lovely today, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me, as it really does help in my channel's growth. I also just want to mention really super quick that my private readings are open again, okay? And I have 2 weeks to fill up. So I'm going to be listing a lot of private readings for you guys to book on if you so wish to do so. And in order to do that, you just have to go to my profile. There is a Etsy link on my profile. Click that and it will take you to my Etsy shop where you can book a reading. Anyway, enough of the old jazz. Right, what have we got here? Because it looks kind of interesting. Ooh, okay. It does seem as though we have a masculine, we have a Knight of Pentacles, okay, which seem to be heading in the right direction, okay. It's heading towards something. We see a lot of communication here, but we also have a Knight of Swords in reverse. So I kind of feel as though somebody was being quite hesitant, or somebody wasn't really standing in their truth. I just feel with the Knight of Swords being here in reverse, like a Knight of Swords upright is it's a very good energy, especially when it comes to romance and dating, right? But when it's in reverse, it's telling me that somebody just wasn't truthful. Somebody just wasn't really speaking exactly how it was that they felt. They're very wishy-washy with their feelings. And I think this is probably in regards to communication also, because obviously following on from that energy is the Eight of Wands. So it seems as though somebody entered your life as the Knight of Pentacles energy, okay? Really wanting to come in quite steady. They could have been really consistent in the early stages. This is somebody who is holding the pentacles. This is somebody wanting stability with you, or wanting to explore if they could have some kind of stability with you, right? But again, this is like this wishy-washy, in and out, not telling the truth. So this is somebody who could have been being dishonest with you in regards to their intentions, or it could just be that they just weren't really expressing how it was they truly felt, right? Whatever the case may be, and obviously we will go in and explore this further, I feel as though you may have left the connection with the Eight of Cups being at the bottom. It's almost as if you gave this person a lot of chances, and I think the reason why you perhaps did that was because you felt as though this person was somebody you could really connect with, okay? We have the Six of Cups here, which is speaking about a connection where, I don't know, it's just like a deep connection, okay? You have deep conversations. There's an element of feeling very comfortable with this person, feeling very much at home. There's also a feeling of nostalgia when we see the Six of Cups, okay? And I think that's probably why. Now, we do have an Eight of Cups, so it could have been 8 chances, it could have been 8 weeks, it could have been 8 months, 8 years, I don't know, right? But it's almost as if you got to the point where, you know, chance after chance after chance, they weren't kind of changing their stance, or they weren't changing their approach, or they weren't changing the behavior that was, you know, becoming quite negative or quite toxic for you. So you just decided to turn your back and leave the situation. When I see the Eight of Cups, it's somebody who feels as though their needs aren't being met, somebody who is not being emotionally fulfilled, okay? Let's just get some more here. Okay, Seven of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, the Eight of Cups is still at the bottom of the deck, and I just shuffled through that. You've definitely disconnected from this person. You have definitely walked away from this connection, okay? Now, what I'm also seeing here is this person would become very defensive. There's an element of this person kind of guarding their heart chakra also, okay? It could be the reason why. Not saying that is, you know, a reasonable excuse for somebody to speak poorly to you or badly to you. But I do feel an element here of them also guarding their heart, right? It's almost as if what this is telling me is, I think perhaps you approached the concerned. You may have tried to speak of the concerned. You may have even said to them, look, like, I'm slowly running out of patience with you, and if things don't change, I will leave. And I just feel as though this person didn't take you seriously. They would always just kind of get on the defense. It's almost as if this person would take your your concerns as criticism, right? Now, personally, for me, I communicate well. I communicate very well. You know exactly where you stand with me. You know exactly how I'm feeling, right? But some people don't know how to accept that. Some people don't know how to deal with that. If they've not met somebody like you who does communicate well, who does express how they're feeling, or express, you know, what it is that their intentions are, or what their desires truly are, some people will take that as criticism. You know, so if you're kind of approaching this person and saying, "Hey, listen, like this type of behavior, I'm not okay with. This type of behavior, I'm, you know, it makes me feel uncomfortable, it makes me feel anxious," rather than them really kind of stopping and thinking, well, okay, actually, yeah, you know, they have a point. I could maybe tweak this or adjust this in some way because I want my person to feel comfortable. I want us to continue on the same path together, getting to know one another, right? Instead of that, I just feel as though this person would just go on the defense, basically. So it caused a lot of arguments. It caused a lot of, I feel like just bickering here. Obviously, it's a wand as well. So there was a lot of verbal disagreements here, okay? Now we had the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune does speak about a brand new cycle, right? And when I see the Wheel of Fortune upright, it is quite a positive energy. It is speaking about perhaps a cycle which somebody is needing to close out, because the Wheel of Fortune being present is kind of giving me that vibe of something new is trying to begin here. And I just feel like somebody is very reluctant to almost see things from a different perspective. Okay, so somebody who's very set in their ways, I want to say. And I don't mean that to sound like, you know, they're being arrogant or ignorant in some way. Well, I suppose they are. But I feel like there's more to it. You know, I feel as though they have experienced quite a lot of heartbreak and pain in their life, and that's why they're extra super cautious now. But you know, you can't constantly be like that. You can't take the past pain into brand new situations or brand new relationships. You're never going to move forward in your life. You're never going to get anywhere. I don't know, I just feel as though this person's been stuck in this timeline for quite some time. Queen of Cups is here in reverse. So you're definitely the person. This is the feminine decided to completely cut ties and walk away, to disconnect from the connection, okay? It's almost as like, you ain't getting my love no more, right? So Queen of Cups is a very feminine energy. The Queen of Cups is a beautiful person, a beautiful energy, right? It's, like I said, a feminine energy who wears their heart on their sleeve. They're very emotional. They're very forthcoming with expressing how it is that they're feeling. You'll know where you stand with a Queen of Cups, right? Which is basically what I think has gone wrong here. This person, the masculine, didn't know how to accept that. They didn't know how to take it. They took it as criticism. They took it as, you know, constant somebody trying to start an argument with them. But I just feel as though if you are the feminine in this situation, it was more of a you trying to approach the subject to diffuse the situation, because you did actually genuinely want to get to know this person. You did actually want to try and explore this connection with them. But, you know, when you're constantly met with that, you know, that wand over the heart, and it's like, you know, back off. I don't want to speak. I'm just going to argue. How do you move forward, right? Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is also very patient, very kind, very nurturing, right? The Queen of Cups wants to know, did you sleep well? Did you eat well? How's your day been, right? The conversation's different with a Queen of Cups. Completely different. So this is genuinely a feminine who really does value love. They value connection. They value loyalty. They value respect. They value communication. They value honesty, right? And I just feel as though I think perhaps this person played one too many games. Now, again, I don't want to like just completely dismiss this masculine's energy here, because I do feel like there was a reason for this. Like, I don't feel as though this is who they truly are. It's almost like a bit of a, what's the word? Well, facade, really, to protect themselves. Okay, right. Wheel of Fortune in reverse has come out to clarify the Knight of Pentacles and the Fool. Okay. Okay, that makes sense now, because obviously the Wheel of Fortune is down here as well, but this down here is upright. So genuinely, I feel as though when these two first initially met one another, they first connected with one another, whether it was the initial conversation or the initial meet, this was very happy. It was very positive. I feel with the Fool being here, again, it was almost as if this was a chance for a brand new beginning for either the masculine to change their perspective or even both people here, okay? Although from what I'm kind of gathering here, I do feel as though the feminine was ready to give love, but was almost like I'm happy to give love, but I'm not happy to not receive the same energy back from you, right? So yeah, it just seems as though in the beginning things were great, okay? The Fool, I'm just going to take that leap. I'm going to get to know this person. I'm going to explore this connection. But it's almost as if with the Wheel of Fortune being here in reverse. And again, remember I spoke about the Wheel of Fortune being the brand new cycle, the Wheel of Karma, right? It's in reverse. So it's almost as if quite quickly somebody's defenses came up. Somebody became quite anxious, quite nervous of the whole situation. And I do, because it's clarifying the masculine's energy. I do feel as though it was the masculine who almost pulled back from a situation. That's too many. Tell me more about this Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, High Priestess. Yeah, okay. I'm laughing because I've literally, I'm kidding you not, I've just dealt with this same kind of situation, right? High Priestess, the feminine in this connection is somebody highly intuitive. You cannot pull the wool over this person's eyes. Okay, again, this is the feminine's energy. They're a different breed, my friend. Like, honestly, this is somebody who is very well connected to their intuition. This is somebody very well connected to, vibes, energy, feelings. If your energy changes from one day to the next, the High Priestess is not going to sit there and remain quiet. Okay, the High Priestess is going to speak up and say, hey, listen, yesterday you gave me this. We spoke about this, we did that, etc., etc. Today, I'm even lucky if I get so much as a one word from you. It's like, why is the energy change? What's happened? And for there to be such a, distinctive change in somebody's energy in such a short amount of time is concerning. It's very concerning because, when you first initially meet somebody, it's all about getting to know one another. It's all about getting to know each other's likes, dislikes, what they're, really into, what their plans are for the future, what it is they truly want in a relationship. And it's almost like you start kind of, you think ahead. If I was in this situation with this person in, 3 months' time, am I going to be okay with that? If I'm this well invested into this person in 3 months' time and they're still pulling these same tricks on me, am I going to be okay with that? No, you're going to become extremely anxious. You're going to become extremely nervous, and it's not good. It's unhealthy. It's negative. It's toxic. Okay. So again, I very much feel as though if you're the feminine watching this and the story is resonating with you, you pulled this person up on their behavior. You pulled them up on it. Now, I want to say with this person, it was almost like you were hitting your head against a brick wall, because no matter what you said to them, they just couldn't see things from from anyone else's perspective. It was like almost like their way or the highway. Again, you would bring up subjects or situations to try and diffuse a situation, to try and talk through it so that it doesn't continue to happen, because if something's affecting you in a negative way, you're not going to want it to continue, are you? Especially when it comes to love and romance. Listen, there are so many mediocre things in this life, in this world. Love, relationships, romance, it shouldn't be one of them. It really shouldn't. And especially in this generation, like, we're literally living in a generation of men and women who know their worth, who have done the work, who are quite happy and content being on their own. It's not that we need anybody in our lives. We would quite like to share our life with somebody, okay? So again, if somebody approaches you with this behavior, or somebody's behaving in such a weird way, of course you're going to pull them up on it. Especially if you're the High Priestess. Don't fuck with me. High Priestess will see it, smell it, feel it, dream it. You cannot hide anything from a High Priestess. They will literally catch you out in every single lie or manipulation that you try with them. Okay? Now, with the 10 of Wands being here, I can see the way this is going. I can see here that your constant kind of, and again, I'm not putting blame on anybody here. And two, right, if you are the feminine in this connection, because you have every right to call out somebody on their negative behavior. You have every right to call somebody out on their toxic behavior if it is affecting you in a very bad way, okay? It seems as though somewhere along the line things got really strained here, because we have the 10 of Wands. And again, look who's carrying the wands. It's the masculine's energy. Things, became too heavy. Perhaps it was, you would question this person on their behavior, and actually what it was that you were questioning them on, or things you were putting up on their behavior, was actually ringing true or was true. And it's almost like they didn't know how to deal with it. They didn't know how to express how it was that they were feeling. And especially if this is somebody who was being dishonest with you, the High Priestess, you're catching them out on their lies, and they're like trying to fumble, their words and their stories and everything to try and give you some kind of explanation to not get caught out. It ain't even worth it with a High Priestess. You're going to end up down and sad and miserable. If you're trying to lie and deceive a High Priestess, it's not going to end well. It just isn't. So I can see here that things become very strained, and the masculine's energy became very heavy. The problem here is that the masculine, although started to feel quite burdened by this whole situation, it wasn't like they were taking a step back, looking in the mirror and saying, okay, I can understand why they're upset with me. I can understand why they're not happy with my behavior. It's almost as if they have these, goggles on. They can't see anybody else's perspective but their own. Is it narcissism? Is it just pure ignorance? Is this somebody who is just playing the game? I don't know. 8 of Wands is being clarified by the Hierophant in reverse and the 2 of Cups upright. There was no... this didn't withstand the test of time, okay? There was no relationship that came out of this. 2 of Cups, the problem here is, and what is really sad here, is both people genuinely want the same thing. I just need to figure out why the masculine's been behaving like this then, if that is the case. Tell me more about the 7 of Wands, please. 10 of Swords. It's like this masculine has completely just self-sabotaged this whole situation. Because they became so guarded, because they became so unreasonable. You cannot talk to them, you cannot discuss issues with them. If it's anything like what I've just been through, it's not even that I couldn't even discuss these issues with them. It was like I couldn't even pin them down long enough to speak to them about these issues. And it became over, a few weeks. It became so strained that I was just like, I'm just over this. I'm just done with this. You can't seem to find the time to speak to me, to listen to me, to try and understand me. Then you really couldn't give a damn about taking this connection further. End of. I walk away. Star. Healing. The feminine decided to walk away in this situation because they value their peace over insanity. Again, remember I said it's like hitting your head against a brick wall with this person. Yeah. See, here's the problem. This person was showing up as the Emperor energy, right? And like I said, and I always say this when I see the Emperor, there are both positive and negative traits to the Emperor. Okay, yes, the Emperor can be very mature, very level-headed, very much got their shit together. But the negative side, the negative traits of an Emperor is somebody who is so set in their ways, somebody who will not see things from anyone else's perspective, to actually try and have a relationship with somebody who is showing the negative traits of the Emperor is very difficult. I mean, you have to have the patience of a saint, right? And again, if you're the High Priestess, and again, if you're in this, this vibe, this energy, which a lot of people are at the moment of, I will not accept bare fucking minimum, then of course you're not going to put up with that shit. There are very few people who would put up with somebody being very much, it's my way or the highway. But I just feel in those types of situations, the connection is very just blah. Like there's just nothing there. If somebody's not standing up for themselves, if somebody's not, putting somebody in their place or trying to hold somebody accountable for their negative behavior, what, just roll over and just be quiet? I don't think so. 5 of Pentacles. The feminine's completely cut this emperor out. Completely. Five of Pentacles. I mean, the Five of Pentacles is quite a brutal, abrupt kind of get the fuck out of my life. Excuse my French, but it's like I see the Five of Pentacles and it's like the kick up the arse, right? Just get the fuck out of my life. It's completely slamming the door in somebody's face. It's literally going completely cold turkey. There's no communication. There's no interactions. There's none of this, I'm going to check in to see when you were last online, or if you've updated your Facebook, or if you've posted on Instagram. Oh, hell no. I'm not doing that. That's what I get with the Five of Pentacles. The feminine just walked away. Just cut it out. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Seven of Cups. Give me one more, please. Knight of Wands. Okay. So clarifying the Queen of Cups in reverse, we have the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Wands. See, here's the thing. The Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Cups is such a loving, beautiful individual. But the Queen of Cups is also very selective as to who they give their love to. Okay, so a lot of people will meet somebody who embodies the Queen of Cups qualities and think, easy target, somebody I can manipulate, somebody who I can, get away with a lot of shit with. They're not going to call me up on my behavior because they're such a loving, kind individual. They love really well. They're very kind. They're very caring. They put a lot of effort in. Yeah, everybody loves the Queen of Cups when the Queen of Cups is very much still there trying to fight for the connection. The moment the Queen of Cups literally shuts that door, shuts down and walks away. Oh shit, I'm cold. Oh shit, life is boring. Oh shit, what happened there? I lost my Queen of Cups. Of course you did. Queen of Cups has many options. Many options. Okay, and again, it's the love they give out to the world. I mean, everything is energy. Okay, you can just tell. You can just tell when you see somebody who embodies the Queen of Cups qualities, yeah, and characteristics. They're a beautiful human being. Just being around them, seeing the way their eyes glisten, seeing the way they smile, seeing their body language, seeing the way in which they carry themselves, the way they talk, the way they articulate things. You can just tell. The Queen of Cups basically is very sought after by many people. The Queen of Cups has many choices, but again, they're very selective as to who they give their time and attention to. They don't just give it out to everybody, right? So the feminine in this situation said, oh hell no, I'm not dealing with this type of behavior. This is negative, it's toxic, it's making me feel a certain type of way which I do not like. Whenever I try and approach a situation, I am met with anger, I am met with defensiveness, I'm met with, being shut down. I can't talk, I can't express myself. This person is very much in the Emperor energy, and actually it's not very attractive. It isn't attractive. How are you going to ever compromise with somebody who's in that Emperor energy? My way or the highway. Everything that you say to them, they take as criticism. You can't build a connection with somebody like that. So the Queen of Cups knows, I have a lot that I bring to the table. I have a lot of great qualities within me. I'm a very loving individual. I'm a very kind individual. I know that there is somebody suitable out there for me, and somebody who loves the same way in which I love, because I love that way. Queen of Cups doesn't give up on love. They may take time out. They may, have to take time out to, heal and feel and think of their next steps moving forward. They never give up on love. Never. Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is either here to represent the fact that the moment the Queen of Cups walks away, shuts the door completely, literally finds their worth again and finds their self-respect after this person tried to basically rob them of that. It's either that they have a Knight of Wands coming in, which is a new masculine energy who is very fun and very flirtatious and very spontaneous. Somebody who is literally going to sweep this Queen of Cups off their feet, which is somebody very suitable for the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups loves love, right? Loves romance, very old school vibes. It's either that or this is that masculine coming back in with a different approach. So I think I'm going to have to dive deeper, aren't I? Now, let me just check because 12... Oh, sorry, guys. Okay, we're back. Have you guys noticed it's a completely different setup now? So I gave my daughter my room. She got so much stuff. She got so many toys and stuff. And I was like, you know, why am I just sitting here in this great big, you know, room which is pretty much empty when she could have this room? And honestly, this was like a week or so ago I did that, and she's literally been living her best life. She's been so happy. So I'm now actually downstairs in my living room. This is my new little setup. I may try to adjust a few things, make it my own, but yeah, we're here. Anyway, who is this Knight of Wands? Tell me more about this Knight of Wands, which is going to be approaching the Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Ooh. This is somebody that the Queen of Cups knows, because when they reapproach the Queen of Cups turns into the Queen of Swords. Ooh. I wouldn't want to be that person. So this could be the past person. Tell me more. Fuck. Here they come again. Fucking Mr. Control Freak. It's like, where do you think you're going? And you're like, bitch, who the hell do you think you're, you know, talking to like that? I treat you with respect or go away. Magician, okay. Right, yeah, this is definitely... They reapproach the Queen of Cups. So they're coming back in to kind of reapproach the situation, reapproach the connection. Because when they do, the feminine's pissed. The feminine's like, who do you think you're talking to? Like, this is somebody who really has riled this Queen of Cups up. And it takes a lot for the Queen of Cups to become, you know, to that level where they're like, just fuck off, right? It really does, because the Queen of Cups gives so many chances. And I'm laughing because I will give you so many chances. If I'm seeing the same behavior, like, it becomes like we're on the fucking magic roundabout, right? Like, how old am I? 12? No, I'm a grown adult, 35 years old, you know? If you're going to keep approaching me, it's the same version of you, which I've told you like many times before, that I'm not too keen on. What do you think is going to happen? Like, come on, the math ain't mathing, make it make fucking sense, right? So... Oh, I'm swearing a lot tonight, aren't I? Sorry. I need to stop that. Do you know what? It's been a stressful couple of weeks for me. But yeah, the question was who's reapproaching, or who is approaching the Queen of Cups? It's the Emperor. Ten of Swords in reverse. They come in and they say, listen, this ain't over. This is not over. I'm not leaving things like this. Things aren't ending here. Okay? I want to find out more though, because if they're coming back in as that Emperor energy, where it's like, you know, putting all the blame on you, not taking any accountability, not actually speaking any kind of truth here, then you're going to be marched back out. And probably put on some kind of bonfire, like Guy Fawkes or something. Okay, yeah, look. Okay, so they're actually approaching the feminine quite fast here. We have the Chariot and we have the Eight of Wands. Ooh. They're coming in forcefully. With very consistent, clear communication. So it's almost like, no, I have something to say and you will listen to me, which I think pisses this feminine off even more. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is there again, but it's upright. Give me one more for the Emperor, please. Justice. Absolutely. So they're coming back in. I think probably, I mean, who knows if they're coming in full admittance, holding their hands up, apologising, I'm sorry, I've been an absolute dick, right? But there's an element of them realising in the feminine leaving and completely freezing them out of their life. There's an element of the masculine actually taking some kind of accountability over the fact that they perhaps have self-sabotage the chance of this connection going further. There is some kind of awareness, self-awareness here, okay? There's also this element here of regret with the Justice card being here. It's almost as if they, they really think things through, and they think, that really wasn't fair. That was a really dick move that I made, right? That's the thing, like, you can do shit things to people. It's either karma's going to catch up with you or your own consciences, right? And if you're very lucky, both of them, okay? So it could be a bit of both. I mean, we did see the Seven of Cups around the Queen of Cups' energy. So it's almost as if the masculine could see that the feminine is very sought after. It could be that the masculine physically sees the feminine moving on, perhaps, approaching other suitors or allowing other suitors to come in and, explore a connection with the Queen of Cups. Whatever it is enough to almost wake this masculine up, as if to say, do you know what? I was a bit of a dick. I self-sabotaged this. I did things wrong. I said things wrong. And I've, the way I treated this whole situation or the feminine was very unfair. Tell me more about the Ten of Swords in reverse, please. Ten of Wands, yeah. Give me one more, please. Ten of Pentacles up on the deck. Listen, do you know what? I was actually going to say, it wouldn't surprise me if the Seven of Swords comes out here, and literally the last card that flew out of my hand was the Seven of Swords. It's that gremlin. The absolute awful cretin that I hate, right? The behavior of an absolute child. I cannot stand that energy. The Ten of Wands and the Seven of Swords is clarifying that Ten of Swords in reverse, which to me was the masculine coming forward and saying, hey, listen, this isn't over. I'm not leaving things how it was left. I'm not okay with that. I think the moment the feminine does actually leave, and like I said, with that Five of Pentacles energy, it's a very brutal ending. It's almost like a slam in the face with a door, 10 of bolts put on the door, stay the hell away from me. And again, energy is such a big thing. You will physically feel when somebody is completely withdrawn their energy away from you. You will, whether you believe in physics, energy, all that kind of stuff or not, you will feel it in your core when somebody's just completely just been switched off from you or completely turned off from you. You feel it. You will feel it. And in the feminine doing that, it causes the masculine to become so heavily burdened, I think, with guilt by perhaps the way they treated the feminine. I think perhaps regret that they feel as though they did actually self-sabotage something that could have been something quite special. It becomes too heavy for them. It becomes too heavy for them. I think their thoughts probably is what is not allowing them to just kind of forget and move forward in their life, right? Seven of Swords. So the story's kind of done a full circle here, because obviously at the beginning we saw a masculine approach in a situation, very steady, very stable, very much I'm wanting to put the work in to see if we can explore a connection here. But we literally almost instantly saw a complete 360, a complete flip reverse of that energy with the Knight of Swords in reverse, right? So again, somebody being very dishonest, somebody not speaking with their chest, somebody not speaking their truth, okay? Now it seems as though this person was perhaps playing some kind of game here. This is mind games. This is stupid mind games. This is somebody acting perhaps very nonchalant. Again, somebody not being very truthful, somebody being very dishonest. Somebody, I think, especially if the feminine kept approaching the situation again and again and again, as if to say, look, if this doesn't change, I will leave. The masculine didn't take them seriously enough. I think what has triggered this masculine, or what will trigger this masculine, is the feminine completely shutting off and them seeing the feminine having people, sorting after, like literally wanting to pursue them and take them on dates and want to get to know them deeper. Because it's almost like, remember I said that Queen of Cups gives the good love. They give the good love, right? The moment the Queen of Cups takes that love away from you, okay, I'm not speaking about love as in, oh, I'm so in love with you. More of a, the caring. Did you sleep well? Did you eat well? How are you? How are things? Are you happy? Are you sad? Tell me about your day, right? That kind of vibe, that kind of energy. When that goes, you like silence. Hell, you can meet 5 other girls after the Queen of Cups, yeah, but they don't have the qualities or the characteristics as the Queen of Cups. Life will be boring, it will be dull, it'll be nothing, it'll be flat. And you will get to that point when you're like, I miss my Queen of Cups. Nobody gives off the same energy as the Queen of Cups, of course not. I see them coming back. It's almost like they didn't realize what they had. That's that cliche quote, isn't it? They didn't realize what they had until they didn't have it any longer. They didn't realize what they had until they no longer had access to that. Okay? And you know that I'm all about that life. If somebody is treating you wrong, if somebody is mishandling you, speaking to you very poorly, treating you very badly, not meeting your needs, not even, allowing you time to be open and talk and express yourself and have your fears and your concerns be met with some kind of compromise or understanding, leave. There is no amount of words in this world that you can say to that person which is going to change them. The only way that they're going to change their perspective is if you completely just exit the life, you withdraw. And the need to do that is because life is we can't control what happens in life, basically. Okay, we need to let go, we need to allow life to take over and for things to unfold naturally. Nothing is ever set in stone. Okay, so if you're fearing or fearful of putting those boundaries in place and walking away because you fear this person won't come back for you, or they won't come back and apologize, or they won't, this connection will not actually turn out to be anything. If you're not putting those boundaries in place because you're fearful of that is the wrong place to be. The wrong place to be. You will find yourself in an anxious attachment style where you'll be back and forth with this person to the point where you won't even recognize yourself when you look in the mirror anymore, because you become so anxious and so sad and miserable and depressed because this person's treating you so badly and they laugh at you. They don't even respect the fact that they're hurting you. I've been there a million times. You don't want to do that. Okay, so if this situation seems sounds familiar to your current situation and you haven't yet walked away, I beg you, walk away. Because what is meant for you would not make you feel like this. What is meant for you is not going to escape your your realms of possibilities. Okay, if this was meant to be, if this is supposed to happen, if this person is supposed to be in your life, they will come back, they will take accountability, and they will apologize for their shitty behavior. If not, we hold our head high, we smile, and we move forward in our lives. Okay, guys, that was today's collective reading. And you can tell I haven't done one for a couple of weeks, can't you? Because I've literally been like full of zest and full of life. I love it. So, guys, yes, if this reading does resonate with you, if you do enjoy my readings, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me. I would really, really appreciate it. Private readings are open. You can book that through my Etsy shop, which is on my TikTok profile. It's the link. It says the Tarot Heart. You'll find it through there. Was that it? I think so. So yeah, guys, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me now. As I said, my little one's gone on holiday now for 2 whole weeks. Sad times. So I've got a lot more time to kind of be here with you guys. So yeah, anyway, I'll speak to you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.